All right, welcome to the Med Sales Mentor. Congratulations on taking a big step in your future. Way to take massive action. I'm super excited for you. I'm super excited because I just really wish I had this cheat sheet kind of game plan back when I was a little bit younger and had no idea this world of medical sales. And I'm super excited for you guys to learn all about it in this course. So let's talk about a little bit about me here. That's me in the operating room. It's what I do every day. I have some probes right there and got a bunch of equipment on the other side of me you can't see. Basically, in the role that I'm in right now, I basically, to kind of dumb it down, not get too in depth for the sake of the courses, I basically help guide the technician in the operating room that's handing the surgeon the instruments. So I let them know what they're going to need next. Have this instrument ready. He's going to use this implant. And I'm there for the surgeon too, because they, a lot of times we'll get in a crazy revision, or they get in there and there's poor bone quality, one thing after another, and they need options. So, yes, sometimes when you get a new product, you're teaching them how to use a new product, basically teaching them how to do the operation. So it's just unbelievable, and I never would have had any idea I could get into this. So I'm excited to share it with you that you can be here. This can be you in just a few years from now. So it's the only thing about my course is this isn't piano in 21 days. I mean, you got to put in some effort. You're not going to just hop into the operating room the day after you finish my course. So it's going to take some effort, but it's completely worth it. I mean, this can change your life. Been able to make over $200,000 for the last, 5, 6, 7 years. And it's just game changing. I mean, able to do so much, amazing vacations and rental property and just all kinds of awesome stuff. And I didn't know I could do this. And we'll kind of get into how my mind shifted. Because when I was young, I really had no idea what I wanted to do. My major was in political science. And I didn't have any kind of biomechanical engineering or anything like that. I really didn't know what I wanted to do. So I have been with a top spinal implant company for the last 10 years. Before that, I sold some stimulators as well in the spine world. And before that, I got great formal sales training, selling payroll outsourcing with Paychecks. And I've gone on to win some great awards, some great trips. And, this could be you. I mean, I really didn't, when I was graduating, I didn't have any kind of idea that I could reach this level. And you might be in those shoes right now. It is a sales job, but you don't have to be some crazy, cutthroat salesperson. I mean, there's, you can be taught the ways to do it and the ways to do it right. And that's what I'm here to teach you. So that's me. We'll go over a little bit of overview here. We'll talk about why to get into medical sales. I mean, I'm sure you have some ideas, off the top of your head. I mean, I really didn't know when I was graduating. I thought, those pharmaceutical sales, you get a company car. That's a great job. And that's all I knew. And then maybe you dig a little bit more and you hear companies like Stryker and you're like, Total Joints. Yeah, that's cool. And submit a resume and never hear back. So I'm going to teach you about, why to get in and then the different types of medical sales jobs, because there's just so many. I had no idea all the cool different jobs. I mean, from lasers to, new implants to full on operating room suites, like the lights, the tables, just everything needs a salesperson to present these facilities and doctors with the information to make a buying decision. And that can be you. So we talk about ways to break in, doing the B2B route, just kind of a stepping stone job. That's what I did, and I'm so glad that I went that route. I mean, there's all kinds of gurus out there now that, they probably didn't have the experience I did of being a headhunter, recruiter, doing the business to business route and getting into medical sales. You probably have heard of some of these bigger ticket ones that cost 10 times more than my course. And in my opinion, you might probably end up in a majority of the time a real dead-end opportunity, where if you take this route, you're going to set the path for the rest of your life. So we talk about those ways to break in. We talk about networking. I mean, it's more than just get a job and now you're medical sales. I mean, you got to have a lot of different things working for you. You got to have networking, usually know somebody, and then they have the right background, and then your resume. And I was amazed to find out when I was looking at these resumes when I was a headhunter that, pretty straightforward, pretty simple. It doesn't need to be 10 pages. Don't have to have a biomechanical engineering degree. It's nothing like that. It's a sales job. It's pretty cut and dry. And then we talk about landing the interview, and we'll get into all that. So here we are. This is me in the picture on the left. It's a terrible picture, but I was probably 23 or 24, and I graduated political science degree. Just no idea. I guess I thought I might go to law school, but I just didn't like school. So I had all these friends that were doing, going to law school, med school, taking over family business, just, doing all these different kinds of things. And I just had no idea. I just knew I didn't really want to go to school. I wanted to make money, and that was about it. And luckily for you that you're going to be able to get this shortcut in this path. Because here I am today. That's me with our puppy. She's a little bit older now, but she still acts like a puppy, and that's a whole nother story we won't get into. My wife, Crystal, who's also in dermatology and plastic surgery sales that I taught this path to, and our two beautiful kids. Awesome neighborhood on a cul-de-sac. Just a really high quality life. I mean, I don't have a picture of the Lamborghini like some YouTube guru or anything, but this is a real deal. This is a true career. So this is me on the far left. Another bad picture, real foggy, but it's just funny. When I was in college, I had this job in a cubicle refinancing mobile homes. Not even kidding. Paid pretty good, and it was fun. I knew a lot of good people, but there are people twice my age that were just clocking in and clocking out. And I was like, I cannot do that. Like, I'm not going to do that. I got to go figure this out. And so I moved to Florida with some friends that were going to law school, and I ended up getting this job as a recruiter with this small family business. And that's where I looked at hundreds of resumes every day. I learned about all these awesome different kinds of medical jobs with the implants and lasers and all this kind of stuff that we've kind of touched on a little bit. Again, these people didn't have special degrees. Their resumes were pretty simple, and they got their start in a handful of these business-to-business jobs. And so, I realized that this isn't rocket science. There's no reason I can't follow this path. And so that's really when the light bulb went off. A few weeks in, maybe a month, I just saw over and over that, these people are making great money, and this is just the coolest job. I mean, it's a sales job, but you are helping patients and helping surgeons. It's just amazing. You're in the operating room, like everyone that's in the operating room, anesthesia, neuromonitoring, the surgeon, like all these people have all this special training, and these guys are scrolling in there, buddying up with the surgeon, and they have a political science degree or whatever, like I did. And I was like, all right, that's it. Like, I'm going to do what it takes to get a job in this field. And so I kind of stumbled across this miracle equation, which basically is what took me from here, which is just a hilarious picture of me with the rapper Coolio on my 21st birthday. I have him in a headlock. It's just amazing. Don't have too many memories from that night, but I was able to get this picture, and I was like, I'm going to find a way to put this in my course. Why not? It's awesome. That is his girlfriend, not mine, just so you know. And this is me now. It's a few years ago. My daughter was a baby, but I met my wife for lunch, and this is all before I knew about this book that I read by Hal Elrod called The Miracle Equation. And I just had, when I was sitting in there and that light bulb went off in that recruiting chair, I just had unwavering faith that I could do this. Like these people were everyday Joes. There's no reason I couldn't do what it takes to get a job in medical sales. And I was going to put in the effort, like whatever I needed to do, whoever I needed to talk to, I was just going to do it. Like I didn't care, I didn't care what I needed to do. I was just going to do it. And so it's just amazing. Like in Hal's book, I recommend you pick it up because he went through so much. He had gotten this terrible car wreck and couldn't walk. And he just said, well, I mean, he could easily just say, okay, well, all these doctors are super smart. I'm not going to be able to walk and this sucks. But he said, I don't care what you people say. Like, I'm going to walk out of here. I'm just going to do whatever it takes. Do the extra effort. I'm going to take baby steps and I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to walk. And then again, later on in life, like a few years later, he gets cancer. Same thing. He's like, they said, this doesn't look good. It's stage 4 cancer. And he said, I'm going to cure myself of cancer. And I don't care what these people say. And so that's the miracle equation that equals success. And, we're not even, we're not walking after doctors told you never walk again and curing cancer here. I'm not going to make you do anything crazy. This isn't extraordinary effort, meaning like go and bang on a manager's door at their house and find their address and be a psycho or anything like that. Like we're just going to set you up to be in the best position. And that's going to equal success. So I'm excited to dive in a little bit more into the next module.